so we have to do some of the works that we do. I just wanted to share something very small. I'm not going to take too much of your time. Guys, when we have Purim coming up, right? The fast is this Thursday for the people that do fast. And the reason why the fast is Thursday, although Purim is on Sunday, usually the fast is the day before Purim, is because you can't fast on Sabbath or on Shabbat, you can't fast. And if the day is not for Friday, you can't push it earlier on Friday either. So we fast on Thursday. The good thing is you don't go with a fasting stomach to the reading of the Megillah. The Megillah is normally read Saturday night and Sunday. Make sure, guys, you hear it. Very, very big mitzvah. It's a secret of our survival that we survive through all these troubles in different generations. I just want to go through 4 of the commandments that we're supposed to do on Purim, and especially talking about giving gifts to each other. Mitzvah number 1, obviously, is to read the Megillah twice, Saturday night and Sunday. Mitzvah number 2 is that we got to have a big meal, right? You have to have meat. For you guys under 21, thank God, 0 alcohol, beer. As you know, you got to wait till 21 that you could take alcohol a little bit, not too much. Supposed to have meat, steaks. By the way, Rabbi Ariel just mentioned about the food in the. Sorry, guys. He mentioned the Purim party in the Eretz Cultural Center. They're going to bring the food from Tel Aviv. You guys are familiar with Tel Aviv. Very, very good food. That's a second mitzvah. Please be there just for Tel Aviv. That's number 2. Number 3, we're supposed to give money to the poor or food to the poor. One of the reasons why we give money to the poor is because they have to have a meal on Purim. And many poor people can't really afford it. So we give them money or food for them to have a meal. But what I wanted to speak to you about, the sensitive part of it, there's another mitzvah that you have to give gifts to each other, gifts of food, right? You've got to give either food or a drink, whatever it is. And you have to give 2 gifts, 2 food items to one person. Why did they make that? So you see, we give this gift to everybody, whether they're rich or poor. So we find in halacha, in Jewish law, 2 reasons why we have to give gifts to each other. Number 1, because one of the gossips that Haman said behind the back of the Jews is that the Jews never get along. They're always fighting. They never get along, man. They always argue. So then when we give gifts, it shows that we're really united. And the truth is, many times people became friends because of giving gifts. There was a true story that there were 2 sisters that they were fighting with each other. They never talked to each other. So one of the daughters took a Purim gift and put it by the gate, by the door of the aunt, which is the mother's sister. So the mother thought, oh my gosh, my sister is making peace with me. So she also sent another gift to the sister. The 2 sisters became friends again. It's a true story. It's amazing how gifts of Purim made friends with them actually shows friendship. But more important, the reason why they made this, because many people don't have food on Purim, even though you're supposed to give them money to buy food, but it's embarrassing. Who wants to go say, please, I have no food, give me some money? It's very, very embarrassing. So many people that are respected, they don't go around asking for money to have a meal. So therefore, the rabbi said, we give gifts of food to each other. So then the poor person, when he receives the gift of food, he's not embarrassed, because even rich people get it. But the lesson that, sometimes we do certain customs, you don't even know what the reasons are. But honestly, one of the things about the Torah is that every mitzvah teaches us to be a better person. So the fact that we give gifts to each other, besides, all the happiness, is teaching us we got to be sensitive to the feelings of another person. And it's very, very important. Sometimes we have people in school, they might seem strange to us, so we give ourselves permission to make fun of them or to, give them a crooked nose. No, Purim teaches us we got to be sensitive to everybody's needs, right? I think every single one of us is very dear to God. Would you go to a king and say, sorry, your son looks weird? Of course not. For the honor of the king, you will never say something bad about the son. So the king here is God. And we are all God's children, regardless of the religion, the color, doesn't make any difference. If God created us, He loves us, and He has a purpose for us. That's a lesson that we learn from Purim, to be sensitive to each other's feelings. Thank you for listening, everybody. Again, Paul is going to ask you a few questions. Anybody that wants to put on tefillin, anybody that wants to take please candles and light it on Friday, pray for the soldiers. Actually, somebody was so kind that he just sent a donation of 5,000 candle boxes like this. We're going to get, somebody just paid for it. We're going to get it soon, God willing. And please take it and give it to your friends to light it Friday afternoon. Thank you, people.